Hey guys, I wanted to come on and share with you my top 5 things I was curious about before starting sterile processing. Now before I move on to that, let me just say I'm speaking based off of my personal experiences.
My personal experiences.
Not every hospital operates the same way, and I am certified through ISHM, so any information that I provide to you as far as testing goes, I'm referring to their certification process. Number 1, what to expect if you decide to take a sterile processing course. Now, I say if you decide to take a course because you're not required to take a sterile processing course in order to obtain your certification. The most challenging part of ISHM's textbook was learning the medical terminology and the professional associations that develop standards and regulations. Those 2 chapters was extremely confusing, and I remember having to study twice as hard just to get them down pat. Now, as far as point of use processing, cleaning and decontamination, and temperature sterilization goes, those chapters were much easier to comprehend. I also remember being very anxious about not being able to learn all of my instrumentation. Let me put your mind to ease with this. As long as you know your general instruments, everything else will be just fine. Many hospitals use tracking systems which will help you identify the instruments as well as having textbooks that you'll be able to refer to. Number 2, how do I get an externship? Now, there's 2 ways you can go about this. The first way, you'll contact the hospital's volunteer office to see if you can get on a wait list if there is one, and then you'll contact their sterile processing department to see if they're accepting students. Now, another way would be that you can take your certification test through ISHM, and they will provide you with the provisional certification. Now, with a provisional certification, you are technically certified, but you have yet to complete your externship hours. Now, because you are technically certified, you're more likely to get hired into the field, as long as you communicate to your hiring manager that at some point they will have to sign off on your externship hours. The downside to this option is that you'll have a certain amount of time to complete your externship hours, or you'll have to pay and take the test all over again. 3, will I be required to go in any operating rooms during the time of surgery? No, you will not be required to go inside of any operating rooms during the time of surgery. However, you may be required to drop a tray off to an operating room during the time of surgery, but you will not be required to go inside. Now, on the other hand, during your externship, you are required to have a certain amount of hours in the operating room during the time of surgery. This is to better help you understand how the instrument is being used inside of the patient and which part of the instrument you should pay special attention to while in decontamination. 4, do I have the stomach for the job? Let me just say this, it's not as bad as it may seem. It's not likely that you'll see a human body part in the tray as you're cleaning the instruments. You're more likely to see a lot of blood and bone marrow, if anything. The most bloodiest instrument that I received was from the GYN department because they're dealing with delivering babies. And last but not least, will it be worth it to obtain your instrument specialist certification or your CHL? I say it's worth it because some hospitals do offer more money for any additional certifications, as well as you're more likely to get a sterile processing job over a person who just has their sterile processing certification. As far as your CHL certification goes, especially if you're thinking about being a traveling technician, I know that there are traveling agencies that do hire sterile processing managers that travel. Well, that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching my video. I hope it was very helpful to your sterile processing journey. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below. Leave your feedback and any questions you have about the sterile processing field. As long as you guys have questions and I have answers, you'll have videos. Until next time, bye.